You want to do a little, you want to bring it in this time? Let you bring it in? Bring us in, sir. Bring us in.
Here we go, baby. We're back. Welcome back to the Boys in the Sip Show, brought to you by Mac Haik Mississippi. Damn, it's been a hell of a week. Bozzy, talk to me.
Oh, it's been a great week, sir. It's, hold on, I don't like it.
That was beautiful.
Hey, look, okay, when I bring you,
I don't like it.
when I bring you in, I'm gonna say,
I was expecting
hey,
to talk about Mac Haik for a second.
Okay, I got
and then
you. I'm gonna help you.
This week's topic.
I'm gonna help
not
you
this week's topic. We were going into recap.
Okay,
You didn't bring me the recap.
I'm gonna do. I got him.
Hey,
I got him.
if
I
you-
gotta bring him in better.
If you're gonna
I
bring
got
me
you.
in better, bring me in.
I am.
Sir.
Okay, I'm gonna bring
I'm
you in
gonna let
better.
you do it. Do it.
All right, here we go, baby. We are back live in the studio. Boys in the Sip Show, brought to you by Mac Haik Mississippi in mainly Ryan Brinkmeyer. Been a hell of a week for the boys. We had some gambling golfing. We had some charity golf. We had some football. Bozzy, how was that putting lesson I gave you?
It was the best putting lesson ever. He actually can do a little putting lessons. I usually am the one that does that, but we're gonna recap this week. We got to talk about that little putting lesson you gave me, and it proved to be very valuable.
Yes, it did.
Very valuable. Before we get to that golf match, we're gonna recap real quick. The SIP and Ole Miss just put a buzzsaw
On Georgia. No point in even talking about it. Ass whipping. We own. We back in the mix.
We back. We got to handle business, get 2 more wins. We got the best defense in the country, 100%. $1,000,000%. Is that what I'm going to say? $1,000,000%.
1,000,000%.
1,000,000%. We got the best defense in the country. All right. And these boys are ready to play now. It's like Kiffin said, things happen for a reason.
Biggest win Kiffin's ever had.
Correct. And things happen for a reason. Getting beat by Kentucky put their ass in gear. And now they're gelling. They want this more than anybody. I'm telling you, I'm going to the boat, and I'm going to put me a nice little chunk on Ole Miss to win this national title because we got a
I
shot.
already got them.
Yep. So,
Winning advanced. I think we control our own destiny. Let's go.
Yeah, no doubt. No reason to even talk about it too much more. Besides,
let's
get 2 more wins.
go.
Playoffs coming up. It's wide open, and that's all you need to know about college football.
Be like Trump. Just go fucking win.
Correct. Win, baby. And then we went.
What about that charity golf on Monday, baby? That was fun.
That was
the best class, highest quality tournament I played in the whole year. No offense to Grove Collective. No offense to, some other big charities, American Cancer Society, some really good stuff. But Canopy School for Autism, Corey Dickerson, I mean, they put on a freaking show.
They put on a show. Look, we got to play with Corey Dickerson early this year in the Break 50 Challenge, and they had their tournament on Monday. Canopy did raise money for Canopy, which, like you said, School for Autism. They help so many kids. Hits home with me because Addison, my 6-year-old, is autistic, and I mean the best. It's something. It's something that needs to be done, and Corey's doing it, and so that was a treat for me. On top of it being a treat in that aspect, it was not only the best tournament this year. It was the best tournament I've ever played in and put together, and how it was run, and the tee gifts we got, the stuff we got, the golf course we got to play. It was top of the line.
Yeah, let me just throw out the handles right now. Canopy School for Autism. Go look them up. Donate one for $1.
Yep.
Our title sponsor, their title sponsor, Mac Haik. I mean, just is unbelievable the stuff they give to. Go see Mac Haik. Go see Mac Haik. They're willing to give you the best deal there is.
It is the best experience you're gonna have in buying a car.
Yeah,
I mean that's hands down. We both use them. We both have vehicles from them, and I'm telling you, I've bought a lot of vehicles in my life, and it has been the most stressful thing I've ever done. When I went and got the Bullmobile, it was the easiest thing I've ever done and the best experience. So, I mean, that's why we joined over Mac Haik.
Yeah.
We're not going to, I mean, Ryan is just like us. He's one of the boys. He's around our age. He's a veteran.
Yeah.
Shout out to veterans on Veterans Day.
Yep.
You know, and so that's just been awesome to be a part of. I'm so glad that Mac Haik has brought us on. But and just that tournament, man, we shot 18 under. We played great golf. We came up 2 shots short. But man, being out there with the boys, that was just fun. And then look, we had a shot. Mac Haik sponsored 3 par 3s, and we had a shot at 3 nice vehicles. And
we scared them.
I scared them, sir. I was
God, Bozzy, you scared the shit out of that Bronco, baby.
Number 6, 174 yards. Had a little breeze. I hit that 8-iron. You taught me to hit 8.
Go right.
There we go.
Come on, holding one.
Get in the hole.
And it literally landed 6 feet short.
Dead on line.
Dead on line, and stopped about 3 feet short. And we got it on video, so if you don't believe me.
Bozzy's about 4 feet from 70,000 in a Bronco, baby. So close.
And then we get around on number 11, and I lip it out. I hit it.
Oh, 12.
Number 12, excuse me.
The longest one.
Yep.
Oh, be
Look
good.
at this guy.
Come on, one. Covered it up. Close. That's 2 times almost had me a truck.
And
Lipped it out.
Lipped it out. And ball mark, we were watching the guy. Ball mark's about 6 feet and short of it.
That had to go close.
Oh, you scared the hell out of it.
God. Oh, man, I couldn't hit the flag.
And the ball, it actually rolled out. It was about 20 feet behind it. And the guy said, yeah, went right over the top of the hole.
The lady sitting behind the green on 6 in them chairs. I said, we scared y'all. She goes, what do we do if somebody makes it? I said, do a cartwheel and just roll down the hill.
Yep. I don't think they were
Shout out
capable of doing
to
that, but
those
they
Blue
could've-
Delta people. They have a hell of a product. They don't give us any money, so they're getting free advertising. While we're at it, check them out. They're good. They may come on board later. And while we're talking about it, go to our new updated website, theboysbrand.com.
Correct.
All the new merch is out. We're about to break the hats out. It's the only thing not out all the way.
Correct.
But
Austin took a lot of time.
Our new merch is beyond sick.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and get on it before Christmas.
The website looks so much better now. It's easy to find. You literally get on there. It looks like a website that you shop on now. Before, it looked like a MySpace page. A lot of people probably don't know what MySpace
Go
is.
like,
but
subscribe, get up on the boys, get up in the mix.
yeah, I mean, look, Christmas season's coming up. Fire merch. And look, we'll get it right to you. The way we're doing it now, I do want to say this is when we're made to order. So when it comes in, we see it, we buy the garment, we make it, and get it shipped. So it's not going to be 1 or 2 days anymore. It's probably going to be more like, 3 to 6 days, 7 days. But
now you got more options.
You got way more options.
Yeah.
And, we're excited about that. And that just led us, the golf on Monday led us into.
We had a little parlay into what?
We parlayed. I was striping it. We've been striping it. And so we got
picked a
on.
fight.
We
You
got
picked
on
a
the
fight.
We got on the thread. We call it the thread. And I started chirping a little bit. And we end up, 2 of them took the bait. And so we had us a little golf match yesterday. And we put a buzzsaw on them boys. Buzzsaw. I don't
Start to finish.
Yeah, I'm not
4
gonna-
up through 5.
They know who they are.
Big boy golf,
but
too.
I'm not. I don't want to embarrass them too bad by saying their names, but we buzzsawed them.
Yeah.
We shot 8 under on a big boy golf course. No bogeys. Beat them 6 up. And playing for something that means something. Obviously, that can be whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Like I told you, something that means something. It might be a Coke for somebody.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. We were playing. We were grinding.
Correct.
We were grinding, and we had a good time. That's it's out there being with the boys. That's
It's a hell of a week with the boys.
yeah. I mean,
Hell of a week.
hell of a week.
Starting to cool off a little.
Look, it's raining outside right now. We hadn't even gotten close to thinking it's going to be winter yet, and we're mid-November. I mean, the grass is still green, so we're far off from being winter, but it's coming. It's coming.
But we're about to get deep today.
Oh yeah,
We're about to start just sharing. Everybody told us we ought to write a book. Okay? Well, you're about to start reading a book You already had a few chapters. Last season was a little intro into who the boys are.
Yep.
We threw some stories. We gave a little background. It was, it was a summary.
Correct.
But now you about to dig into the details.
Yeah, and I will say this. Look, these podcasts don't go anywhere. So if you see one, look, go watch some of the old ones, and because it's got some good golf stories in there. We might hit them again. Mm-hmm. But, learning who we are, and that's how you do it. They're not going anywhere. Go back, rewatch them. But we're about to get real, man. I told you. You just said about writing a book. I can't write a book because I can't read and I can't write, but I can talk.
Damn right.
And we've been brainstorming on, hey, we got to get this sagged out correctly. Mm-hmm. Weekly recap, boom. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
And then
Weekly recap brought to you by Mac Haik Mississippi.
Look, dude, I want to be real, man. I want to hit home with what's going on in our lives and how we'll talk about it, man. We're not scared. Like you said, we wear a heart on our sleeve.
What are we going to talk about this week?
And I was like, look, we want to get the word out and we want to help people. But the one thing that's going on in our lives that affects us, and it's not just our lives, it's over 70% is what they say. I bet it's more like 80% is divorce rate in this country. Mm-hmm. All right,
Which we can both relate to that. We're both going through one right now.
We both can relate to it, man. And it's not. We're not fishing to try to put down anybody or anything like that. We first of all, I feel like the system. I guess every state's got their system. All right, I feel like the system is messed up. First of all, of how people have to go through this, and second of all, why? Mm-hmm. Why is every one of my buddies getting a divorce? What is it? Why is this so high? And what in the world can we do to make it better? What
let's just stay into. Let's take a quick commercial break, and we're gonna come back and let's dive in.
We're gonna dive in.
Come on, baby! Trumping 1, 2, trump.
We're just gonna get back and talk about why just the question I just asked. Correct?
Dig right into it.
So, just asked we the question. The topic of the week is why divorce rate is so high. And before he answers this question, this is real talk with two guys that have been through it and just want to see what we can do to help and or talk about the problem. There's a lot to talk about, but I want to hear why you think divorce rate's so high. Why you think what can be done to help it, and I'll tell why I think and opinion. But I mean, just right off the hip, what do you think? Why is divorce rate so high with younger people nowadays? And it's always been, but it just seems like it is way up there now.
On the rise.
And just your opinion, and then I'm gonna give my opinion.
Well, I mean, from somebody that's been through it, going through it, I've seen different sides of the spectrum. Married 5 years, no kids, kind of young marriage,
Yeah.
Ended for different reasons. Nothing crazy, pretty simple divorce. Same lawyer shit. Don't ever see that anymore.
Yeah.
Second one, 4 kids. Couple kids before I was married, couple after, been together or was together 10 years, married 5. I mean, to me, I think the biggest difference now is the social media and the communication breakdown between the two parties. It's instant access. It's no privacy. It's all up in the middle of everything. I think it takes away from your communication as a couple. It's like there's no separate life and together life anymore. It's like always together. Like there's no separating from anybody, even your friends. I mean, that goes into anything nowadays. Business is that way. Like it used to be an email, a phone call, you return the call, or an email the next day. Now it's like if you don't get back to them within 20 minutes, they're texting you, emailing you. You're not ignoring anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think communication is drastically changed, in which is messed with the trust factor. Once the trust is gone, you're done. So to me, that's the biggest reason why. I think it's just the world's moving at a way faster pace. It's not as simple as it used to be, and people just expect too much out of people now. I think the expectations too have just gotten ridiculous with watching reality TV. So you see all these couples and how they think shit should be versus how it is. You know, it's hard to make somebody understand, especially a woman, when you're younger, before they don't get it yet.
Yeah.
I'm not saying men get it yet either, okay? That, you know, it's supposed to be your way. There's no right way. Or somebody, you know, you don't need to be doing it the way somebody else does it, or having that expectation of, well, they do this, why don't we do that? I mean, that's them. This is us.
Yeah.
You know, I could never get that across to, you know, my first wife.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's probably my biggest things right there. So
I mean, so my thing is, everybody's getting married later, okay? Now, wouldn't you say? Back in the day, they're having kids at 18,
the
19,
old
20,
the new 30.
21, 22, and they're having to grow up way faster.
Yeah.
Okay? So there was no social media back then. But they're growing up way faster, and it's more of you and just you and your family. And now it's the whole world because of social media. But you're looking at, you know, 24 to 35 range of when you get married and start having kids. Okay? So you start off, you know, your marriage is, you know, good, all that, and then you put kids into the equation. And that's the kicker that seems to always catapult to the divorce. Okay, because kids are hard, man, but we love them. Mm-hmm. We love them more than anything, but they're hard. And I just feel like, and I mean, I might get chastised, okay? But we all got to do our part. The man has to do his part, and the woman has to do their part. Okay, if they work, that's perfect. If, you know, and majority of the couples in this world, the man and the woman have to work to be able to survive.
Yeah,
because it's hard with the money nowadays. But if they don't work, then their job is to handle that household, and I feel like that becomes the main problem of women nowadays. Of it's like, I don't know if it's entitled or what, but they don't want to take on that job of, hey, my man's out trying to provide. I know that I'm going to be doing a bunch of this type stuff that isn't fun, man. That's, I mean, you know, just the ins and outs. But you get to be with the children, but the ins and out of being a mother is, I'll never discredit that. That is probably one of the hardest jobs. I remember I asked you one time, you know, if you would do it, like I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. That's how much respect I have for a woman that can control her household and keep a relationship with her husband. But the number one thing is trust, just like you said. That's the number one thing.
Number one thing.
A woman that, when they say I do, and it's for the man, okay? Because there's a bunch of sleazy men out there that cheat on their wives, and vice versa, okay? But the number one thing is having that trust, and no matter what, this is my guy, this is my woman. Nobody else will ever come between us.
Yeah.
Nothing. You can fight, you can argue, but if you know that, then you're going to have a unbelievable relationship. Now, also, it has to be kept together at home, and that's where it comes to that. A man has to help. He can help.
That's where respect
chores.
comes in.
Yes, respect.
How you do the kids, how you do the house, how you work, how you do your finances is how you build respect between each other.
Yes.
You know, you're some dude ain't bringing home any money and, you know, not doing what a woman thinks a man should do. They're probably not going to respect you all the way.
Correct.
Or taking care of them the way they want to be taken care of. Or the kids doing the stuff for the kids they expect you to do for a kid. Maybe discipline or teaching them how to do something with sports or just the littlest things a man teaches a kid how to do, especially if you have a boy.
Yeah. But everybody's
But
situation
respect becomes huge.
Everybody's situation is different, okay? Whether you could just have, if you're just a regular guy with an 8 to 5 job and you're around all the time, it's going to be a different situation. If you're a guy that, doctors, lawyers, professional athletes, what I'm doing of not being where I can't be around as much, okay? But it's for a reason. It's for work to try to provide. Mm-hmm. The woman has to understand that. Just like if the woman had a job where she was gone and she was providing more, the man has to understand that. That just has to be something that you both get, and then supporting each other, man. No matter if you don't believe in it or something for some reason, you cannot put your partner down.
Yeah, there's
a
reason why you hear the most successful men in the world talk about how important it is for them to be driven on the home front in a positive way.
Correct.
If they're dealing with that negativity bullshit, odds are they're divorced.
Yes.
Remarried, divorced, remarried, successful people with money. But,
no matter what, just like a professional golfer. Professional golfer, how many have we seen been taken down because they got married? All right, because what? All right, he's gone all the time. He's playing golf all the time. I'm not getting much time. So any little bit of clawing at each other during that process, how bad that affects that golfer, it's unbelievable. It's not just golf. Football, the amount of people that's been taken down, baseball, all of it, because they didn't have that support. Support is huge, man. It is huge. When you go home, and like I said, it's vice versa. The man supporting the woman, it's vice versa. But when you go home and you get that support from your partner of, all right, man, I love what you're doing. You're doing a great job. Any way I can help, talking to him about it, all that kind of stuff is just so good for the relationship.
I'll give you an example.
All right.
I moved back to Mississippi with my wife. We have 2 kids, not married yet. I get up at 5:30 every morning, drive an hour and 15 minutes to work every day, work 50-hour weeks. Loved it.
Yeah.
Grinding, because I was fighting for them.
Yeah.
So relationships decent at that time, right? So it's making me want to go. Come to modern day, year and a half ago. I got my own businesses, successful. Everything's going good. I'm my own boss. I'm working 10 minutes from the house. Kids in private school, paid for. Everything looks great on paper. I can barely get myself out of bed in the morning. I'm so depressed about going to work.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm about to be catching hell.
Yeah. About
During
being
the
gone.
day, when I get home, what makes you want to go grind for that? So that's just a prime example right there.
So, example to women is if you got a husband that's hustling and working, and you're calling, when you gonna be home? When you gonna be home?
Yeah.
When you gonna be home? No, instead of, hey, how's your day going? Anything I can do? Kids are good. Got supper ready. If you're not home on time, you know, that's good if you're working, but that's the type of stuff. And I can sit here and say that, and it's going to be like, oh, yeah, you're living in that's fairy tale. That's not fairy tale.
No, it's not. That's a
not
choice.
Fairy tale.
No, that's not fairy tale at
Like,
all.
I've been told that. Like, when I sit there and say something like that, I've been told, oh, you're just living in a fairy tale land. No, I'm not. I'm not in a fairy tale land.
Yeah,
why can't you call me?
It's not like you've never seen a good relationship before.
Yeah.
Or one that you didn't just come up with this shit in your head. You've actually seen it at work with other people you know.
Yeah.
Successful people, happy people, friends of yours that have great marriages.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we don't have friends that have a really good marriage. Not to mention you grew up seeing one.
Oh,
Same way with me.
Both of our parents and stuff, we never had to deal with that. And we saw how you know it was supposed to be, but now we're in 2024, and we're 40 years old, and we're seeing every person, every friend we have go through it, man. And it's
With
just,
kids.
with kids,
Who
And
it affects the most.
correct.
But then the hatred built up between the two of them eliminates the kids. It's crazy how much you see that in modern day.
Well, then they grow up. Look, and I'm not saying you can't. Just because there's so much divorce, the kids can't. They won't be successful or whatever. But it's going to be an effect, and they're always going to have that in their head that I grew up and my parents did get a divorce. So obviously, you know, they don't think it like I never in a million years thought about it because I never had to experience it. Never. I was like, you know, you're the same way going in. Like, look, me and you are loyal, okay? And I promise you can trust us in a relationship, and we're gonna give you everything we can. We're gonna give you everything we have. Me and you're gonna give to that person, and all that we've ever.
Look at the misery we rode out to get to the point we are.
Oh,
To finally not say fuck it, but in a way just be like, I can't deal with this shit anymore.
well,
You do it for your kids. You don't do it. You don't even think about yourself.
Well, everybody gets to a breaking point, and you know that's where divorce comes in. When you finally get to that breaking point, and you try to hang on, and you try to hang on for so long, because you don't want that, and you'll do anything to. But when you got somebody that's not willing to work on it or work with you, then yeah, that's where you just have to do it.
Yeah.
But the thing is with women nowadays, and there's a statistics out there of over 90%, okay? And I'm hesitant of saying this, but the divorces is caused because of the women. All right? Now, there's a ton of bad guys out there. Don't get me wrong.
Is that stat saying basically they're the one asked for the divorce? Like they actually
asked for the
filed
divorce.
for the divorce.
Correct.
Got you. Okay.
Asked
Not like
that-
it's their fault. They're
Yeah,
the ones
correct.
that did something wrong. Got
Correct.
you. Okay.
That's how I should say it.
I was about to say that. How the hell they come up with that?
Yeah.
But that makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah, the stat of, because they can do that by, looking, I guess, lawyers or whatever they have to put in, that they are one asking for it. So they're the ones that aren't, I guess, not happy or for a reason. And I don't know what you have to do, because you can't just make somebody love you. You can't make somebody. It's hard to make somebody change. So
Not a grown person.
yeah.
Not unless they just want to change themselves. And most of the time when people tell them, they do opposite.
Well, and then my take on it also is that 2024 is so much different in the aspect of entitlement. Okay, back in the day, it was the man ran the family. The man, went out and did everything, and the women took care of the children in the home, and it was no big deal. Now growing up, these women don't feel like, hey, I shouldn't be doing that. Wouldn't you say that?
Well, yeah, there's definitely a more modern way of thinking, just like women work more now. They're CEOs, they run companies, they have careers. Not all women just go to college and have kids.
Yeah.
And go be a housewife. So to have that mentality to go be a doctor, to be a lawyer, to be a successful businesswoman, you have to have a different type of mentality. You're not taking a back seat to a man, so to speak. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with a woman thinking that way. Okay, what bothers me is if they want to be modern, then they need to expect the man to be modern as well. If he wants to be an old school, open the door for you, pay for everything kind of guy, then shit, yeah, take it. You don't owe him anything. You're going to work every day too. Y'all have a kid. It should be 50-50 because you're going to take him to daycare because if you both got a job.
Correct.
Okay, so it's nothing wrong with thinking millennial, modern, however you want to, whatever word you want to use, okay, for a woman. The problem is when they want to be treated old school, but they don't want to go do any of the old school shit.
Yeah.
Or they just pick and choose what they want. I mean, there's nothing wrong with nannies, housekeepers, help. Our mothers had it. There's a combo there. There's a balance. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to be around children all day, every day.
100%.
That is, I even told my soon-to-be ex-wife that, who is whatever.
Yeah.
Stay-at-home mom, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But it's okay to want to go put a kid at Mother's Day out or have a break. There's the reason they come up with that shit and have daycares and stuff.
No one
and
can
there's
be
a
around
reason
them
most
all the
people
time.
work 40 hours a week, see their kids from 5 to 8 or 9 o'clock during the week, and then you spend the weekend with them. There's a break there. There's a sequence. There's a normalcy to it since beginning of time. You don't just sit with your kids, So there's nothing wrong with thinking that way. It's just that's where it comes down to how you start and build your relationship from the beginning. I see the flip is where you got to watch out for when they're, act a certain way when you're dating. And I mean, it happens with men too. That's the personality
I'm
type.
sitting here thinking, man. I'm sitting here thinking, and I just can't get over the fact, and I guess everybody's different. But when you get married, okay, going back to just trusting that person, and if knowing that if you have that trust, then that's all it takes. So why is that so hard?
I know, but
why is it so
that's
hard?
coming from your personality type. You're like me. Like I don't have a jealous bone in my body. So when I'm being approached about like cheating or trust stuff, I'm like, how can you even think that way and be married to me?
Yeah.
Like that's seriously my response. Like if I had to ask you that question you just asked me, I wouldn't be married to you.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So I mean, that's what I don't understand. But we're not built in a jealous way. There's jealous ass men out there too, man. Don't think just jealous
no
women.
Doubt. No
jealous
doubt.
personality types have a hard time with trust. But it's like you said. I mean, you should have it. Like I'm not marrying somebody I don't trust. So, to assume that in my mind is okay. It sucks to get into a marriage, which was just in one, where the person doesn't trust you. You're like, what the fuck do you marry me for then?
Yeah.
You don't trust. You have to have my location dot everywhere I go. You got to status update me, follow me, wanting to know where I'm at all the time, asking me 1,000,000 questions, 100 million questions you already know the answer to. Hate the asking questions, already know the answer to it shit. Can't deal with people like that.
Yeah.
Just, you already know the answer to this. Why are you asking me this? Are you trying to trick me? You trying to catch me in a lie? Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
Why are we having this conversation right now? You're wasting my time.
And
so
with the
that's when you
location
should
thing,
know. You should know then. We call it now. We're like, oh, that's just wait for that one.
Yeah.
See you in 3 years, buddy.
Oh yeah.
You
no
already
doubt.
know the relationships because you've been there. You've done that. They can't make it. especially when you put a kid in, because they're just finally done with it because you don't care about anything more than your kid.
Correct.
So, they can want to be number one all day, but you have to really be a really good partner to be number one over your kids. But the best marriages are. You talk to my mom and dad, they'll never tell you they love me or my sister more than they love each other.
Yeah.
They'll laugh in your face. But that's what the Bible says.
Yes.
So when you're thinking that's how it should be, you go in, and then it's not that way. You're like, what in the hell just happened? How'd I fall for that one? Holy shit, I'm married to somebody that don't even trust me. What the fuck did I just do? Then you're screwed. You're stuck in the misery.
So relationships that look, if you have a family, look, I don't need it. But if you want to put a location dot on me, I could care less.
Yeah, I gave it to my last wife, and it didn't do a damn thing. But I still got questioned about the location of the location.
You know why? It wasn't because I thought you were out cheating or anything like that. But the fact that how your life is and all your businesses, you don't know where you might be. You could be, over here talking to this person.
I promise you, I don't know where I'm going to be from 1 hour to the next.
So
most
literally,
days.
Somebody that has to know where you're at all the time, you could have said, well, I'm going to be here. Me and you get a phone call, and it changes like that. And you might be over here. Then the next thing you know, why are you there? What's it matter? What's it matter? I'm working. Quit. Look, location dot is for the safety of if knowing I'm where I'm at if you need me, and I'm okay.
You want to know what'd be so great about that is if they just shut the hell up about it. You work all day, you get home. That would be something great to talk about. They could ask you all 15 of those questions, and you can talk about your day.
Yeah.
And instead of y'all being on social media or Facebook or anything, it'll actually give y'all something to talk about. When you're texting and talking all day, following each other's location, social media, text, everything about the way it is now. Everybody knows where everybody is.
Correct.
Every second. What the hell do you have to talk about? You don't. You have nothing to talk about. What are you doing? How's your day going? Blah, blah, blah. I'm seriously that person that's like, but okay, because take it like this. Even say you make $300,000 or $400,000 a year. Like you got a big time job making quine, but you're not the boss. You work for somebody. Okay? They may not allow you to be on the damn phone. That's probably the best relationship.
Oh, yeah.
I used to try to tell my wife that all the time. She's like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what if I worked for somebody?
So many times.
And just like we talked about with the school functions in a couple episodes ago, like what if you could have the best job paying money in that whole school, and you may be the one missing because you work underneath some dude that's like, dude, you ain't going out of here at 9:30 on a fucking Tuesday. What? To go carve a pumpkin?
Yeah.
We got millions of dollars on the line.
Correct.
I don't pay you to do that. Sorry. Because like you said, Lee, Portnoy, the bosses of the world don't care.
Correct.
Look at how Mitzi gets treated by Portnoy on some shit. Man, they're like best friends. He doesn't give a shit, dude.
Correct.
He's built that gene in where that's how the bosses are built. Like it's just amazing. They don't understand. Like you may not even have the capability of having that access. But
and then so in getting to if you are a very attractive woman, okay, you're married to a very attractive woman, and that woman always wants to have, I guess, the honeymoon effect. Or not effect. What am I thinking of?
Honeymoon stage.
Stage, where when you get into a relationship, we all know from the beginning how hot and heavy it is. Okay, that's just how it is, and that's always gonna fade. Not saying it can't. You're not gonna have your moments, but that's gonna fade. Okay, and what a very attractive woman has to do. If she always has to have that though, okay? Because it probably will get old from the same person, but that a lot of these very attractive young women love, let's just say if they're out or they go to the gym or they go to, out to eat or whatever, and they're not with their husband, to hear those compliments from another guy. All right. And the one thing, if a guy tries to talk to an attractive woman that they don't know, there's only one reason. There's only one reason.
Correct.
That they try to do that. And that is because they're going to try to build some type of little relationship where they're attracted to you. So if it's okay for the woman to be nice and just say, whatever, thank you or hey, but she has to right then and there let that guy know, I'm taken, quit talking to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just ask the twins how to do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not hard. It's not hard to say, I'm married and I don't need to be talking or texting or calling. Like that's not a jealous. I'm not jealous of that. But I know why that person would ever text another woman, give them compliments, all that for one reason. For one reason. And I'm talking about a guy that you don't know. I'm not talking about me and you and we're over a friend's house with our wives or whatever, and we're messing with each other, something like that. I'm talking about somebody that's not really in your circle. Mm-hmm. All right. And I know there's problems there's probably inner circles, even that. But the woman has to know that I cannot engage and let this person know he can call me, he can text me, because there's so many ways to do it now. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, they all have their own messengers. So you can message anybody you want to. All you got to do is find them on whatever platform they're on and message them. You don't even have to have their number. So that's another factor of why, so much cheating or whatever, and then so much people are unhappy, so they start talking to somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of talking to your partner and working it out. I mean, how easy it is to sit down and be two adults and talk through it and come up with a solution. How easy is that?
It sounds easy. It just depends on the two people.
It is easy, man. It's easy. I was just this factor that anything else to say it's not easy. Quit making it so hard, man. I married you. I'm going to take care of you, and we're going to have a good life. Like there's nothing else to it. It's me and you. It's me and you, man. That's it. That's it. Why in the world is it? And I keep saying women because that's where I've been affected.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe get somebody on here, a woman that's been affected by a man, but the fact that you got a man that is willing to take care of you and your family and do whatever it takes to do that, and you can't get along with the guy, is that not bullshit?
Oh, it's bullshit.
Okay? Now, is there a factor of just saying, well, look, I just don't want to be with him, man. I just don't want to be, I can't be with him. That's bullshit too. Mm-hmm. It's absolute bullshit. That's just copping out. I mean, whatever. You're just saying, you're just giving up. You're giving up. I want somebody else. Yeah, go down that road too. See what you at. And then you're going to want somebody else, and you're going to want somebody else. And yeah, I guess there's some people in this world you just can't make happy. Maybe that's true, but that's bullshit too. Everybody can be happy. All this mental health shit, I mean, I've been through it too. It's just a bunch of crock of shit. Everybody's got mental health. Every single person in this world. It's just nowadays they blow it all up, and it's just a pussy way out.
Yeah, they put you on a pill.
Yeah, put you on every
medication known to man. Fuck your mind sideways
that you can do. And
I've
bottom
seen
line,
it firsthand.
It's just common sense, man. We got to get back to common sense, man. I love you. I want to marry you. I want to have a family with you. And it's going to be hard. I promise you, it's going to be hard, man. I sit there and preach to Austin about it all the time, man. And I joke with him like, don't do it. I don't do it. But I mean, hey, I know he would be a great father and a great husband. But can you find that person that's going to be right there with you?
Yeah, the ones that say don't do it are the ones that have the bad relationships.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, because it's so hard to find that.
Because no matter what anybody tells you, all your best times are with somebody too. You got all that shit. You've had bad times, but all your best times are when you're with all your family, kids, wife. Those are the moments you remember. So it don't come alone.
Oh, not at all. Not at all, man. And it's just look, get fired up, man, because it really bothers me. It just bothers me that, I mean, I just feel like people are just stupid, man. Like guys and women, like, come on, man. This is not hard, dude. I don't care what you say. This isn't hard. You want to talk about something hard? You talking about, look, go over there and go over to Iran, get in war, get cancer, do those things. That's hard. Me having a relationship with somebody, that ain't hard. That ain't hard.
No.
I'm going to be there. Like I said, arguments happen with me and you argue all the time. I mean, who cares? But it's just an argument. We can talk it out. Like sit down and be adults and just talk through the situation, man, and quit cheating. Like that's probably one of the main things, men and women. Quit cheating, dude.
That ruins.
Yeah. It's simple, dude. It's simple, man. Keep your dick in the pants. We can cut up, like I say with the golf cart girl. If you're on the golf course and there's a hot girl, that's just part of being a man. Doesn't mean I want that cart girl.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all. She's hot.
Correct.
Who cares? I got my wife at home. I promise you. Like, that's how you have to see. That's how you have to be. Like, I'm going home to my wife. Mm-hmm. All right? You're hot. I get it. But I don't want you, but you're hot.
Correct.
That's easy. That's easy. Is it not?
No, it is easy. I mean,
we've been getting divorced.
We've been married 3 times. We've never cheated.
Not one time.
So that's 10 years.
Not one time.
That's 20 years between us.
Not one time.
God, honest truth.
I don't know, man. It's it's something's got to give. I don't know if it ever will. But I'm tired of it, man. I'm sick of it. Like, just this. I keep saying it. It's not hard, man. Get in there, grind it out. You got your best. Hey, you all start off as best friends, no doubt. Now, obviously, some probably get married too young, whatever. But you got married to that person because you loved them. So then get in there and grind it out and fight it out, man, and quit cheating and grow up and have a good life. And support each other. Support.
Remember it's about the kid. You got to remember it's about your kids.
Correct.
You got to do what's best for them. You got to remember they see everything. They're gonna grow up. You can't hide.
No doubt.
You can hide while they're little, but you can't hide when they get older.
Correct.
Especially if you start throwing divorce papers around. That's public record. And there's nothing gonna be hiding. Nothing about that.
I don't ever hide, man.
I know.
I mean, we're sitting here doing this. I don't hide. I don't care. I hope my girls grow up and they see what I'm doing right now. Because hopefully they got enough common sense to say, man, Dad got on there and let loose. He talked about what he wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, trying to fix what's going on. And do I think it's fixable? No, probably not. But hey, I can talk about it, and just sick and tired of it. Sick and tired of the next friend I'm gonna get the phone call from, going through a divorce, man. Well, no joke. Everybody in the world seems to be going through that, and why is it? Because your dumbasses can't figure it out and just get along, man. Just get along and support each other and trust. Listen, I mean, the main thing: trust, support, quit cheating. support. I want support about what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing right now, I don't care if you think it's stupid or not. Don't tell me it's nobody gives a shit about your podcast. I don't care. I don't care if that's what you think. I don't care. All right? I give a shit about it, and I'll grow it, and if I want to put my mind to it, I'll make it as great as I want it to. And it's about me and growing a business with one of my best friends, and I believe in it. All right? The haters, I talk about the haters all the time, man. Obviously, the haters are texting, I don't even know what you want to say. Let's just say Reagan and talking about me on the podcast, obviously, because I hear about it. So
like it's gonna hurt your
like
feelings.
it's gonna hurt my feelings. It's gonna you really think you're gonna hurt my feelings?
Do you really think we give a shit about what you think?
And then I'm just like, but obviously they had to watch it, didn't they? If they're sending it to you, they had to watch it.
Thank you. Thank you for your views. BoyzBrand.com. Go shop on our merch. Visit our podcast and YouTube.
Yeah.
Boys in the Sip Show.
We're gonna end it.
We don't
right
give a shit
here.
about what you think.
And then we're gonna get into our picks, man. Because I don't know how this win or what. I don't care. We don't care. We're being real with what goes on in mine and Will's life. Cause if anything we can do to help anybody else, or somebody wants to listen to two guys going through whatever they're going through and trying to grow a business, maybe they do. But young people out there that are married and getting to, maybe they're not having kids yet or about to have kids, look, grow up.
Learn how to communicate.
Learn how to communicate. Stay off your husband or vice versa about getting on his ass if he's 10, 15 minutes late because he played golf with the boys too long. Those little situations are worried about where his location is all the time. You got to worry. If you have to do that, then you're done. You're toast. If you're listening to this podcast right now and you're one of those people that has to have and know exactly, even Otis talks about it.
Yeah, Otis knows.
And has to text their husband all day long, knowing where you at, what are you doing, all this, man, then you're done.
Go ahead and get about $20,000 saved up in your bank account.
Maybe.
And
You need more.
Go write a check to your local lawyer.
And get ready to go for about a minimum a year if you're going to battle it out. Now, if you two of you can agree on things, but if you're getting a divorce, I highly doubt you're going to agree on anything. Mm-hmm. So get ready for that battle and spend all your money that way.
Spend your daddy's money on the wedding and spend your kids' money on the divorce.
Yeah, correct. So,
good luck.
Look.
Congratulations.
Trust each other, support each other, and just use some common sense, man. That's the bottom line. And then, you know what, after that? If your boy wants to put a little money on a football game, hey, don't bitch at him. Just teach him to do it the right way. Hey, if he only can bet $20 on a game, make sure that's it. Talk to him about it. Hey,
make sure he buys you a new pair of shoes.
Look, there's a bunch of bad gamblers out there, 98%. Okay, so that's probably a lot of problems in relationships. I get it. All right, we want to watch football. Let them watch football when they can. All right, don't bitch at them about that. But if they like to put a little parlay every now and then, hey, talk to them about it. Hey, what are we going for today, baby?
Yeah.
Now let him have his little portion. Okay, you got $20 you can bet this week, baby. I mean, how fun
Take
would
some
that
of
be?
the winners and don't pay any of the losers. You got it made. It's called a free roll.
Free roll. All wives get a free roll. Always. It didn't matter what I did.
All wives get a free roll.
If I went and played poker and I came home, I had to give some money away. I had to, even if I won or lost. It didn't matter. I gave money away. But pick session right here.
Pulling them up.
I'm going to go ahead and give my pick. I got it, baby. I got my pick.
Go with it.
Tennessee plus 10, sir. Everybody thinks Georgia's is not that good.
10.5 now.
What's the over and under?
48.5.
At Georgia. Georgia's a tough place to play. 48.5. No, give me 10.5. That's going to be a good game. It's going to be low scoring. I would almost like the under.
I'll go back under again.
That's what I knew you were coming with.
I'm in on that under 48.5.
Hey,
Wee special.
That looks like a
Tennessee's got one of the top 2 defenses in the country, along with Ole Miss.
correct. And Tennessee doesn't score well.
No, they're a running team.
So I'm thinking low scoring game, but also give me 10.5 points, and I'll take it in a game like this. I mean, it sucks being at Georgia because we went there last year, and that ain't no easy place to play.
No, and they're back against the wall again. We saw what they did last time. They're back against the wall against Texas.
I'll tell you this, back against the wall, but they're catching a lot of flack right now. And all this Carson Beck stuff, and those kids, there was one kid out there dancing on the field after. I don't know if you saw that. Kirby's on their ass, but hey, he's gonna do everything he can do to get him prepared. But I just don't think they have the team that the normal Georgia team. They don't have any receivers. They got nobody to throw it to. They got nobody. They lost all those people, all the tight ends. They got nobody to throw it to. So I'm probably now thinking about it like you're under better, but
Tennessee's been getting better and better as the year wears on. Heupel talked about it in one of his interviews on the field probably 2 or 3 games ago. He's like, the team just keeps getting better and better because they lose at Arkansas. Then the very next week, was it who they beat very late?
Yeah,
they almost lost at home. It was like Florida, maybe. It was Florida in overtime.
Yep, that's right.
So
yeah,
damn man,
Yeah.
Florida freaking gives Georgia a game, gives Tennessee a game. We got to go play them.
They don't have any quarterbacks, so
I know,
right?
thank God.
Yeah, they got to play LSU too this week. All right, sir, man, that was something different for us a little bit, but I told you, I want to be real, man. I want to start letting these people know who we are and where we're going with this. We'll try to have a topic every single week, and me and you're going to talk about. And then if we get guests, that'll break it up. But me and you ain't going anywhere, sir.
Yeah,
and we're gonna have topics we talk about. So, hey, it is what it is.
Please doubt us.
Yeah, please.
Because I can promise you we will not quit.
That's correct.
This is just the beginning.
No doubt.
What was fun, and we'll prove you wrong, it's turned into a lot of sponsorships and a lot of relationships and a lot of green grass on the other side. And a lot of fun to come.
Ain't no doubt. And we'll just leave it at this, too. Any YouTube golfer who wants to play me and we, come on, man. We'll go right to you. We'll come right to your doorstep. And we will let, if you beat us, we'll give you $20,000 to give to any charity you want if you're picking. All right? So, all you YouTube
offers on
golfers,
the table.
Quit being scared of old Bozzy and Wee. Fat Perez,
but boost
quit
this.
being scared.
You got the boost button going?
Boost
this shit coast to coast.
All right?
Come get the boys.
Come get the boys.
Come get them. Free money.
They're not going to beat us.
And then we're not saying come to our golf course.
No.
I'll go take the Mac Haik mobile straight to you.
Correct.
We'll bring the suitcase. We'll bring the charitable donations. We'll bring a car. We'll bring whatever you want, and you can put it on. But you got to beat us on a video.
Correct.
And that shit ain't happening.
It ain't not happening, sir. Not happening. All right, baby. That was a good one. Let's go.